So, I'm going live, huh? Well, this is probably going to piss some of you off, and that's your problem, not mine. Just keep that in mind. This will be a blackout channel message. I only, hold on one second. All right. So, this is going to be a blackout channel message from CleoPatra. I work with many gods and goddesses, and they really do compete for my energy, my space, my apparatus. Um, One of my superhuman powers is my thought process. I think. I don't need to speak. I don't need to do anything. I just need to think. Most of my work is done through my thought process. Most of the things that you do are under my thought contribution. I can't explain it. I tried to explain it back in 2017. I was shown exactly what my position is. I didn't quite understand the vision that I was shown. It's taken me a few years to really translate the vision that I saw and understand what exactly they were showing me. But time and time again, I mean, it's just been proven. I don't have to do anything. I just need to sit in quiet. I just need to sit in stillness and think. And my work is done. That is a very, very high state of consciousness that I slip into very easily. I don't need to do anything. I don't need peace and quiet. I just need to think. It's a gift. It's a superhuman power I have, and I love it. I've learned to balance and master that energy within me and to produce more productive and, let's say, universally beneficial products as a result of my thought processes. So that's enough for me to share. Let's get on to the message. So, CleoPatra herself. So let me just clarify my behavior with the whole CleoPatra idealism as a goddess. I do not worship the ground she works on. I don't even think I have a picture of Cleo in my house. I don't care about anything related to CleoPatra personally. But spiritually, I am what she needs. I am that conduit of energy for many gods and goddesses from ancient times. But the way that they have handled me in the past has really pissed me off. Because I was doing things for gods and goddesses that I had no idea that I was doing. So when I came into awareness that I was working with CleoPatra, I was able to set boundaries. They allowed me to set boundaries, and they were very excited at the fact that I was setting boundaries. And I really took all of my power back from them, and with Cleo in particular, I specifically asked her to step aside and allow me to basically clear the space. I wanted to work with them individually because I was really doing things with certain goddesses on, I could be 6 hours of the day working for Cleo and then 3 hours of the day working for Nefertiti. And then, another 2 or 3 hours of the day, I'm alone. I'm just me. And the rest of the day, I could be doing some death stuff. I could be working with a death angel. I could be working with anybody. I don't know. And it's just made me a mess as a person. And I don't like it. It's very hard to function as a human being having a human experience. And I'm entitled to that. And I really had to press upon the need to allow me to experience that as well. I like simple things. I like to garden. I love the thought process. I love to think. I love to create. I love to see my manifestations come into fruition. I love the process of creating miracles. And I expressed that specifically to Nefertiti and also to Cleopatra. And I really felt like they supported that. So I saw for about 2 months of time an energetic clearing where I was just really lifted up by the gods and goddesses who I work with, and they were honoring and respecting me. And so here I am. I asked Cleo to come back. I was in a state of mind where I was ready to accept the mission or lesson or assignment with full comprehension. And I wanted to be participative in each aspect of the co-creative process. And that was really important to me. I didn't want to just be used by spirit. I didn't want to be a stupid fool out here. Oh, I have, Cleopatra embodiment and blah. That's the stupidest fucking shit I ever heard. You got kids running around here calling themselves gods and goddesses, and they don't know shit about a god and goddesses entering into their energy field and embodying them. You know nothing about it. The shit will tear you to shreds. Okay? Cleopatra in particular has fucking tore me to shreds to qualify me to even hold her energy. Okay? And then she plays with me, and then I have to navigate my way through to prove, yes, I heard that. Yes, I saw that. Yes, I got the message. Yes, that was from her. Yes, this is what you want me to do. Yes, I confirm. Yes, I confer. Yes, I will proceed. So for 99.9% of the population who claims that they have gods and goddesses spiritual embodiment, you're a fucking liar. And that's all of the goddesses that I embody say so, and I agree. On with it. The channeled message, specifically from Cleopatra, has come to me in several pieces. Okay? For me, myself, to hold the energy of Cleo requires a lot of work on my behalf. But it's not work. It's not a ritual that I perform. It's not something that I do in the morning. It has been a collective of many years of work. Okay. So it's nothing that you can copy or emulate. And even if you were to copy and emulate my plan, because I got a whole lot of copycats out there, it's going to take you at least 25 to perhaps 30 years to prepare yourself to hold that type of energy. So, yeah. So, this is how I know that you are 99.9% full of fucking shit. So, the message is that she has been working for 25 to 30 years with several queens out here. I'm not the only one. I am not the only one who represents Cleopatra. In fact, I am one of the very few who do the thinking for Cleo. If not, to be honest with you, I never got clarity on if I'm the only one. I don't believe so. I believe I'm in a circle of about 10. Okay? And these women are joined to me on a very astral plane. It's a connection where we do the thinking. We are able to perceive these thought forms. Okay, and so I'm gonna express to you what they look like after I continue to express Cleo's message. So CleoPatra has been communicating specifically with, I believe, and there's your confirmation, 7 to 10 women. I believe it's a number of 10. A part of me wants to believe it's 7. I'm not sure, okay? Because the vision that I was shown, when I was shown that I am a thinker, I'm a seer, I am receiving these types of messages. It was somewhere around 2015, 2017. So, I was kind of immature and a new birth in the latter phases of my awakening. So I didn't fully pay attention. Okay, so there could have been 7 of us, there could have been 10 of us, but we're kind of like at the top of the world. Okay, so I want you to imagine the world. Okay, and I want you to imagine a geo fence around the world, and then on that geo fence are points of connectivity, which are called angles of light. Those angles of light meet at particular meridian points, which are longitude and latitude degrees. I don't have the mathematical formula to even go any deeper than that. Okay. This is from a vision that I had back in somewhere in 2015 or 20, who I am. I was an avatar body, like jelly form. I was an angel, okay? Like just a cosmic glob of space kind of thing with a face. I don't know. But it was my head and my body was represented by those lines. And I was able to look left and look right, and I was seeing other things like me at those dot points or those meridian points, or AKA those angles of light, which are angels. Okay. So, and in that positioning, so I'm really trying to cover up my. All right, there we go. All right, so in that positioning is where I am able to connect into that source, right? So those other angles of light in that top tier of this geofencing, crystal grid line type thing, these are the qualified agents who are able to actually do the embodiment of these gods and goddesses. The rest of you are kind of other points along that crystalline grid, below, behind, and around me, right? Most of you are below because there's only a couple of you who are beside me. The ones who are beside me are shooting these energies, these frequencies, and these messages down these pipelines as angles of light. We are guardians. We are guardian angels, right? I know that I am a guardian angel. I have been, my entire life here has been boot camp for me. I am training for archangel status. Okay. And so far, I'm acing that shit. I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself. It is like living in hell here and finding my way out. And it's been tumultuous and exciting. So, understanding her messages is really in alignment with everything. It's putting the pieces together, and it's such a critical point of my spiritual journey. I'm really excited about it because this is the portion where I get to fully participate. I'm fully participative in what's the actualization, okay, of these thought forms. So what I'm doing is I'm sending down the pipeline, or this crystalline grid, and I've actually spoke about it before, fusing it with love. unconditional, pure love. That's what I do. I thought that that was my purpose. That's not my purpose entirely. It's part of it. It's part of one of my tools. Okay. It's part of how I get the legions or whatever to do the work, right? So to speak. So, and I'm not alone. All right. I have birthright access. I am at the top. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I recognize the journey in the coalescence with, the actions that have been taken. So the message is that the people below us are the ones who are the foot and hands in these thought form messages. Those of you who are under the care and support and the guidance of CleoPatra, this is how you will identify yourself. Okay? She wants you to know who you are. She wants you to know that you are working with her. And she wants you to know that you're not alone. She wants you to know that you can call on her and she will flood you with information and you can go. But you have been being flooded, she's saying, for 25 to 30 years with keys. And some of you have no idea that it's coming from her, and some of you don't need to know. The type of person that I am, I refuse to work for the gods unless I have clarity. But it's taken me a long time to get there, to demanding that clarity, right? So some of you don't know that you, first of all, have that right to demand that clarity. And you can, and that's not the issue here, and that's not important. What's important is that she wants to congratulate you. She wants you to be recognized by the rest of the world. So I am supposed to deliver this message to make sure that the rest of the world knows who you are and to let you know that you will not be stopped. You will not be stopped. I see her lips. I smell cinnamon and myrrh. I am so good at understanding when this woman's energy comes to me. It's such a beautiful gift. These men and women, it's mostly women, okay? She loves working with the feminine energy. So the men who are a part of the CleoPatra tribe are going to be very, very, very heterosexual, but extraordinarily feminine. These are going to be married men who are absolutely in love with their wives, who are absolutely supportive of their wives' femininity without intruding or impeding on them. These are what these men look like. You're not going to be gay, okay? I asked about that and I did not get any clarity. There was no answer for me. It was just, don't ask that and keep moving forward. I'll give you the answer. We don't need to, waste time on that. So, and me personally, I have nothing against that. I love, love, love everyone. I don't have a jealous bone or a picky bone in my body. All right. So these men, these women are screaming. They're mad. They're angry. They have been watching for 25 to 30 years, receiving these keys for Cleo, not understanding that this is what they're, in alignment to do. You are on your path. You are in your purpose. And you are about to fulfill your mission. So here's what you look like, according to Cleo. You're angry, and every bit of your free time is in social apps looking for resources, contact information. I think for the last 10 or 15 years, you have been understanding who is in charge of what around you, and you have been sort of mapping out the processes of chain of command in your community. And you have been learning the process on who's in control of what and who's doing what wrong and who's doing what right, what works for your environment and what does not. You've been seeing this as a collective for 25 to 30 years. You've been working on these keys, right? So this is Cleo energy. So now you're angry. Now you're fed up. Now you're all going to explode. Okay? Cleo says it's time to blow. Blow your hats off. You will not be stopped. She's promising you, you will not be stopped. Call your city commissioner and call their asses out. Call your HOA narcissist director and call their asses out. Call your landlord, call your homeowner, call your school principal, call whoever, and call their asses out. If you need to go as far as the White House, she says you are protected. Call their asses out. Cleo specifically asked me to tell you that she is a lady and she would never conduct herself in an unladylike manner. And she wants you to remember her power. As a woman, she didn't have to behave or portray herself in a violent or aggressive manner to get her point across. You are entrepreneurs and business owners and developers. You are the brains of the society. Yet there are people who are over you who are blocking your progress, blocking your success, blocking your awakening, and causing and wreaking havoc in your community and in your society and in this world. It's time for you to call them out and to not have any fear. She said, stop collecting information. You know what you need to know. You know who to go after. She said, keep your hands in your pockets if you need to. Mind your manners. Dress for success. And kick their ass. Do what you have to do. Put your crown on and show them who they truly are by being who you truly are. You are the embodiment of CleoPatra. And it's time to attack the law. It's time to attack the lawmakers. It's time to attack the rule makers and the rule breakers. Will inherently be dealt with. The hierarchies who have built this civilization, they know that their time is up. They know that they have willfully, purposefully misguided us as a human race. You know what you know, I know what I know. Cleo wants you to begin the attack on the law. Begin the attack on injustice. Begin the attack. Stand for yourself, but begin the attack. Go. Fight. 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 She promises you will not be stopped. It is time for war. Bring them down. You will win. You will persevere. If you found yourself looking at, let's say, Nextdoor app, calling out politicians, calling out your community leaders, wanting to call them out. It's time. Call them out. Call their asses out. Give them a deadline. Let them know they work for you. You have 30 days to give them written notice. You have 30 days to execute X, Y, and Z, or you will be removed. And you start the proceedings to have these people removed. Cleo says, whatever you decide to go after, you must have the courage to follow it through. This fight is only going to last us a few more years. We are almost there. We are almost there, but the revolt begins now. Refuse to be lied to. Collect as much evidence as you can. Bring down everyone who needs to be brought down starting now. Bring them down. Expose their ass. So I asked if there's anything else, and have I, as eloquently as she would have liked, delivered her message. And I got really dizzy, and the only thing I can perceive is 11. Justice. This is the moment of justice. I am so proud to be a seer and a thinker for someone such as CleoPatra. The reason why I am chosen is because I don't worship anything or anyone. I just love. I've tried to love the world, and the world hated me for it. I've tried to show people that there's more to this human experience, and they called me crazy. I've tried to explain to people that I can see your past, your present, I can see your future. And it takes me about 3 days to know everything about you and your family, and 3 days is really, I know everything. And people call me crazy. People are afraid of me because they know I can see the truth. And that's okay. And it's been a lonely life for me, but I thrive in that loneliness. I thrive in that darkness. I thrive. I create with gods and goddesses. I make shit happen in this world. I don't need credit for. I don't even need to be acknowledged for it. I know that I do this. But it is time for me to let you know that I'm not the only one out here doing this. There's between 7 and 10 of us. We are the hierarchy of this spiritual journey. You cannot realize your truth until you are willing to dismantle all of the matter in your life, including cutting off everything and everyone, being alone, being in silence, being in that darkness. It has been the most beautiful experience for me. I am a life path 7, which means I am a spiritual guru. I am afraid of that because I'm shy. I am afraid of I was afraid of speaking my truth because I know this shit sounds crazy. I have always been afraid of speaking my truth because People don't believe me even when they see me manifest. People see me make miracles all day, every day, and still call me crazy. Are you fucking kidding me? The problem with people in this universe is nobody has the strength to sit in the darkness long enough to see that what I'm saying is for everybody, not just me. But I've done the work for 30 years, maybe 40, probably a lot longer. I've done the work. I'm doing the work. I'm continuing to do the work. And so, as an embodiment of CleoPatra, if you do not initiate the ass whooping that you have been given the keys to administer, you will perish overnight. It is time to implement the mission. It is go time. Do not doubt yourself. Do not hold back. Go kick ass. I love you all. Go love yourself.